How do I make a cake less fluffy and more dense?
Hello, cake enthusiasts! Today, we're going to delve into the realm of baking science to make a cake less fluffy and more dense. If you're craving that perfect pound cake or fruit cake, you're in the right place. We'll guide you step by step on how to achieve that rich, dense texture you've been longing for. Remember, successful baking is all about understanding the ingredients and their interactions.
Why do cakes become fluffy?
Firstly, we need to understand why cakes become fluffy. The main culprits are leavening agents such as baking powder and baking soda. These ingredients produce gas when mixed with other ingredients, creating bubbles that make the cake rise and result in a fluffy texture. Another contributing factor is creaming, the process of beating butter and sugar together, which also incorporates air into the batter.
How to make a cake more dense?
Here are the key steps to make a cake denser. 1. Reduce the amount of leavening agents. Use less baking powder or baking soda than the recipe calls for. This will limit the rise of the cake and result in a denser texture. 2. Decrease the amount of egg whites. Egg whites can create a fluffy texture as they can trap and hold air when whipped. Use more egg yolks instead for a richer, denser cake. 3. Use more liquid or fat. Adding additional fat or liquid can weigh down the batter, preventing it from rising too much. Use more butter, oil, milk, or even pureed fruits depending on the recipe. 4. Limit creaming. Avoid beating the butter and sugar together for too long. The more you cream, the more air you incorporate, making the cake fluffier.
Can I alter any cake recipe to be denser?
While it is possible to tweak most cake recipes to produce a denser texture, keep in mind that these alterations may change the flavor or moisture level of your cake. If you're drastically altering a recipe, it's a good idea to do a test run first. Remember, the goal is not just a denser cake, but a delicious, dense cake. Thank you for joining us today on our quest for the perfect dense cake. We hope that these tips will guide you to create the texture you desire. Don't be afraid to experiment and tweak your recipes. After all, baking is as much an art as it is a science. Happy baking!